Suni going to be playing in for the team. So this is something that I did not expect at all. Last minute changes here, so maybe something happened in between the scenes here, but I'm curious to see how well Suni is going to be bringing to the table. And according to this stats right now, she's going to be playing on the XP lane.
Yeah, the best thing is that perhaps this could be the curveball that Vanguard is looking for against FNATIC ONIC Philippines. Right? If you have no info on the player, how are you going to play against him, right? How are you going to play against her in this case? The bans, though, doesn't deviate from what we've seen. Lori, Chip, Matilda, Harif. This is going to be an Atan ban. And the ban of the Moskov, so thankfully, there's one game that we don't see Moskov and Atan. Roger up for grabs.
Yeah, interesting enough, new patch actually dropped live yesterday as well. I think we were kind of hinting it as well. I didn't really see it on my Neo notes. Apparently, there is a new patch update on the bigger, colorful screen. Sorry, like it's all full yellowish and teal, so I didn't really see it as well. But apparently, they've nerfed most of the popular ones, which is Barat's being nerfed. They also buffed up Julian Jungles,
Julian, Gushen,
Amon, Gushen, as well as the Joy as well.
Oh yes.
And I think you caught out one very, very interesting fact, is that junglers in the first 2 minutes, in the other side of junglers, they take 15% lesser damage from all sources.
And then
where if you invade the jungle, whoever who invades the jungle will take 20% extra damage the first 2 minutes of the game.
So if you want to invade, you got to be a bit more careful of how you kind of, execute that. Yeah. Angela let through for the first time in a long time, and Vanguard Esports jumps at that opportunity. This should be, Link taken away. Good denial by ONIC Philippines. Well, FNATIC ONIC Philippines.
Ooh, okay. They get the Link. All right. And Angel Link combo gonna be out of equation here, but they also steal the Barat. What? Okay, Barat XP, Link jungle. All right.
Super honest draft. Just super honest. They don't even care about the flex, right? They don't even hide it.
Not even gonna hide it as well.
This could be Roger or Fredrin. Or you could take both, I guess.
Okay, interesting enough, most of the marksmen, I would say the popular ones, Roger has been nerfed as well in terms of overall damage output.
The hybrid defense that you get when you change form
has been nerfed. The Tan also kind of nerfed as well. And if everything is nerfed here, it feels like right now they have to deal with the composition here on just surviving right now in general. And with the Link diving in your face, those heroes is going to have a very, very difficult time. And Natan completely ignore means that they are ignoring the Roger pickup. So, okay, they don't really want to deal with the Roger here. They're still hovering on the marksman here, potentially going to go for a carry pickup later on in case if they try to deal with the beefy compositions. But now with the Baxia coming in and the CC, so Angela CC, very, very good combo when they are picking their individual fight. So if they take a split fight, Vanguard is going to be able to win that matchup with the CC. But my question here is, who's going to be able to catch the Link?
I mean, even Angela Baxia, I suppose this is one of those few ways that, you're playing a Link, Angela Baxia, we try to snowball you out of control, right? We try to take control of your jungle and really shut you down. That's where the Vexana comes into play. You have these crowd control, you have area denial. So Roger so far still ignored. I think if you are FNATIC ONIC Philippines, that Roger doesn't feel as good. Like, who are you going to go into? They are banning out the Faramis, so they're clearly seeing, like, maybe Vanguard Esports wants to play a fully teamfight comp. We're not going to give you that extra life.
Yeah, that's the thing about ONIC PH, right? They lost to PTR Beta because of this. Like, they lost to a Rafaela Baratz and a Faramis mid lane. So, I can see the concern. They're saying that, hey, you know what, Vanguard can do this again. Like, they bring in a Faramis as well as Angela into the table, means that full sustains, unkillable composition, they have to drop every single thing. And think about this. The initiation that FNATIC ONIC PH has is that once they go in, they're not getting back out. Link, once you commit every charge, you don't kill anyone, you're useless. Baratz, you go in Daytona's Welcome, you don't kill anyone, you're useless. Vexana, you drop all your spells, you don't kill anyone, you're still useless. So it makes a lot of sense why they don't want to deal with this Faramis this game.
I do wonder what they would consider for that roaming role. I mean, Minotaur is banned out first. If you want AoE, Tigro is your next best choice. But if you want to go down the healing route, which
I think they have to ban Florine as well.
I was thinking that the ONIC Philippines pick Florian, right? If they want.
That's the thing. That's why Vanguard has to ban Florian. Like, if they don't ban this Florian here, and if you give a deal on towards a hypercharged Link right from the get-go, it is going to be very, very annoying. And I think the biggest threat that a lot of people has been playing against assassin-style junglers is that because we can invade an early game, we slow down his rotation, we stop him from getting his purple buffs. It's good.
It's good.
But now with this 2-minute mark saying that, oh, if you invade the jungles, you're going to take more damage here. Great. You come over, I get a kill, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not slowing down my farm. You're giving more gold. You're giving more speed. So I think that's something that Vanguard needs to consider on how to take this approach. Like usually first turtle, most likely they're not going to invade. But after the second purple buff comes in, they need to find a way to shut him down. And in this case, I think FNATIC ONIC, they don't want to deal with this kind of scenarios. The Grok being banned means that maybe, I don't know if they're going to pick a Hilda from Vanguard.
That wouldn't be too bad of a choice, right? Or you just get banned out. This could just come down to like a carry or Claude pick. You look at the CC Barrage, CC box, and maybe the carry will be the kind of default option for FNATIC ONIC Philippines. They're going to still go for the Edith first. Edith support, again, very honest draft.
Okay.
Leaving the good kids hero for last.
I don't think they need to go pick a marksman here for FNATIC ONIC KPH. Like Edith can play kind of late game-ish. You have a Link who can kind of play late game as well. If they snowball really, really hard right now, it doesn't really matter if you have marksman or not. Like, think about this, right? Most of the good marksmen are already out. So why play a marksman? Just play a fighter conversation. Like, if they mirror each other, it's not too bad. And this is actually helpful for Vanguard because if they don't have a marksman that can kill Baxia, this Angela sustains as well as CC Spellvamp is just going to do so much more work. And because Baxia is in their way, it means that, oh, okay, they're not going to go for it. They go for the carry instead. All right.
I think it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, either you take carry or Claude, but you see the enemy, you want that late game scaling, you take carry away. And now you got Valentina to steal some great spells, right? Primal Wrath, Turtle Guardian, Daytona's Welcome. I would say that Daytona's Welcome actually is super valuable for Vanguard. If you catch the Ling, it's lights out. So Brody is the... Well, we haven't seen Brody for such a long time.
How do they catch the Ling? That's the thing. Like
Daytona's Welcome.
It's tough.
You gotta try.
Like there's nothing that can stop the Ling right now coming from Vanguard. And like, don't get me wrong. Like seeing this draft from Vanguard kind of reminds me of how the previous game looked like from Minana Evos. Like the draft, it looks good in terms of sustainability, but you have to drag it in the later stage game. But in early mid game, where's the cow control? Where's the team fight? Where's the burst? I like the idea, but I think FNATIC ONIC PH has just been given so much opportunities in early control and tempo. Especially
when you have like Ling, Brody, big snowball heroes. We'll see if Vanguard Esports, we'll see what Young has been cooking up, right? This guy has been around for a long time. He's an elite coach to an extent. Game 1, Vanguard Esports against FNATIC ONIC Philippines, kicking off right now. Another do or die series for both teams.
Oh boy, this is going to be a little bit of awkward situation here, but look at the Link skin. I like the Link skin. It's pretty cool. Again, Baxia going to be the ones that is a big problem for ONIC PH, right? Like if they can't kill this Baxia early game, they are going to be in for some real snowball. So Link, obviously, most likely going to be dodging the first hurdle fight, right? Like if I think Salem is able to position properly first, and they're able to outpoke ONIC PH, it seems like it's going to be a small win.
I like the fact that both goal laners are just going for the ego opener. There's a dagger on the carry, and the Brody was like, I'm going to go damage also, just to get that early advantage. Especially Brody, if you get a good head start, it's going to make life very tough for Vanguard Esports.
It seems like right now, Vanguard Esports, they just don't want to do any massive rotations here. They're just okay to just give away objectives, right? Like the first turtle, I don't think they want to try and contest this. Barras is just a little bit too difficult to actually contest with the fight. Yes, they can out-sustain it to a certain degree, but again, this is a Link we're talking about. One wrong move and opposition, this Link is going to completely dive your entire backlines and just kill you off.
Jeez. Link is going to be ahead in terms of experience also. Even got one of the camps still. The Lizard from Vanguard. I don't think he will hit 5 before the first turtle. Actually, he might. There's still one more camp down bot,
He might. He
actually
might.
Hit 5.
And that's the beauty of Link, right? Like, he can go down, get a couple farms here. Yes, he doesn't have the purple buff for the first turtle, quote unquote, but he will be a level advantage. So if he walks up in terms of retro battle, he will have the advantage over Salem. In this case, he's going to be farming a little bit more, slowly making his way up top here. But it comes down to turtle dance.
Looking at this Angela, Sunny to help make use of that hard guard. gonna be a turtle fight already. Suni desperately needing her 4.
Yeah, this is perfect go time. They have to be quick.
He's gonna get a 4 right now.
Oh, no.
He's going to hit the box, taking the turtle. Ling with the Tempest Ablaze already. First Blood looking to go over to Vanguard Esports, and they claim it. Salem First Blood, and the follow-up with the CC and the Love Waves to get rid of the Ling. Vanguard Esports off to a fantastic start.
Huge. That is so big coming from Vanguard Esports. Like winning the turtle fight pretty much gave them that opportunity to just, 1, run over FNATIC ONIC PH with those buffs. 2, because of how James was panicking to rush in for the retribution, right? Yes, he quote-unquote has the extra level advantage, but because the moment he showed himself, you can see everyone from Vanguard Esports was trying to get him down from the wall, and he preemptively popped the Tempest Lid and tried to out-retry Salem, which allowed Salem to get the later one and then steal the turtle away. So there was a little mistakes on his part here, but you can see the predicament, right? He needed to get out of safety.
And he still ended up dying, which is the worst part. Now Salem has some just minor XP lead, not too much. Dodges the Earth Shatter. K-Dot, oh my goodness, the amount of damage he's not getting out of this one.
Oh my god, this is not what FNATIC ONIC PH should be taking these kind of approaches here. Like, this Barats needs to be scaling with the Baxia, but because of Baxia choosing when to choose those fights, it's actually helping them a little bit more. But again, Barats, this is not a Barats jungle. This is a Ling jungle. Yeah. So it's tough to open up the map, and I like that they're abusing this. Like, even though I like FNATIC ONIC PH's mobility more, but Vanguard is playing to their strengths very smartly right now.
And another problem that FNATIC ONIC Philippines will face in just a bit is when, almost cancelled that recall, is when Nick Stain gets that War Axe, right? Barats will not be able to do much as long as CC is there. Again, the onward misses from Kikidot. This is going to be second turtle. I mean, Vanguard Esports are not too far ahead. It's just 1,000. So FNATIC ONIC Philippines can still pull it back if they get this turtle.
The layer of thoughts coming in as well. We can see the invades coming in. It's way past the 2-minute mark. Bottom lane here. A little bit of harassment. Lucian taking a little bit of damage here. It's not that big of a deal, but top side is the action is going on.
It's going to be Vengeance, Hard Guard, everything from the kitchen sink. And this time, they will get the kill onto Nick Stain, and he loses Kikidot in the process. FNATIC ONIC Philippines with the trade.
Yeah, I like the idea that they're trying to abuse Salem has this stronger, massive power spike here. But again, there's no way they're going to be able to kill James. Like, they're able to trade Kikidot from Nick Stain, but a roamer for an XP laner. So it's a little bit not worth it here. But I like that Vanguard Esports knows that every single time the turtle spawns, the first 30 seconds at least, the Ling will not have a purple buff. So that's a plus point for Vanguard to rush things here. And you can see, very, very quick clear here. There's no way James is able to contest this unless the rest of FNATIC ONIC PH is able to stall this for him.
Berserker Fury up for James, and FNATIC ONIC Philippines gonna mount the station this bottom side. Should be able to get it with this Brody. The good kid breaks the structure. See, Super MJ actually is in the bush. I think FNATIC Philippines know this. Luxian, he does not have the Purify. Hard Guard on top of him, but this should be an easy public execution. Chovy needs to run away. Salem on top of him, gets the stun off. The Turtle's point stuns, burn damage is more than enough. But the rest of FNATIC ONIC Philippines are showing up. Torn apart memory, barely clipping MJ, but not enough to take him down. Kikidot commits the Primal Wrap. The splash damage still not sufficient. Suni flickers out. Salem, does get gobbled up. This should be a trade.
The
love way to heal him up, but he gets flipped backwards. FNATIC ONIC Philippines with 2.
Great combo coming from both Suni as well as Lucian, but it came down to one small mistake. Dur was able to punish Salem in that small little mistake right there. But nevertheless here, FNATIC ONIC PH, they are very, very smart here. They know they cannot contest the second turtle. Immediately transverse a setup to try and gank onto Lucian. And because of this gank, it opened up the map so much more. Tier 1's open down bottom. Vanguard Esports, they have to be a little bit more careful on what's the next approach here. Yes, the Hardguard's great on Suni, but again, it's not the best shields yet.
It's not the be-all, end-all. You look at the good kid, he has 2 big items. Malefic Roar, Blade of Hephaestus. Your front lines doesn't matter. Don't matter to him. He's going to shred through all of them.
But fortunately for Vanguard right now, they do have the Flash of Oasis up on Suni now. So that's a little bit of a sustains coming in. But again, FNATIC ONIC PH here, they have to choose a fight where it's not in favor of them. Because if this Baxia is in your face, it's very, very difficult and oppressive. And of course now, Nick Stain could be the POI right now.
Look at the damage from this Brody. They're going to go into Kikidot. He's going to get the Armor Earth Shatter, only connecting on the Salem. But all the damage is laid on this Baxia. He's not going to survive for long enough. He needs help. The Total Power Memory is just enough. They lose the Edict, but FNATIC ONIC Philippines are just outlasting Vanguard with the good kid on this Brody. Suni will be fed to the Sharks. The Hedgehogs getting 3.
Oh, so unfortunate here coming from Vanguard Esports here. They were able to get 2, but you can see Suni opted to go for the ultimate on towards Salem, which in this case, yes, he's tanky, he's doing damage here, but I feel like Nick Stain needed the Hard Guard a little bit more to compensate with the lifesteal coming in to sustain even longer. And again, like you said as well, the Taunt Apart Memories taking it at the last tick pretty much turned the tides on the Vanguard here. And you can see, even in this fight as well, they jump on the KK dot, which is great, but the setups coming in from Chovy, no, it was actually on Nick Stain. Wait, how? Then, oh no, the Daytona's Welcome actually gobbled him up.
Yeah.
Ah, that's why he was able to actually extend the fight here. And Suni went along into the dinosaur.
Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate.
Dang.
I mean, that they turn it around. James Pang, yeah, sure, he died at the first turtle fight, but now he is 2 levels ahead of Salem. And 2,000 net worth advantage for FNATIC ONIC Philippines.
That is so unlucky. Like, yeah, great. It's onto Nick Stain. He's got sustains, but if you get eaten up, he's not able to do damage. The love tap is not going to be able to heal him. And when you come out, it actually bleeds out the duration of the Hard Guard. So, that's a very, very nice interaction coming from FNATIC ONIC PH.
This Brody is hitting like a truck. Look at the gold leaderboard. It's going to be Ling and Brody. James Pang is just toying around. Not that they can catch him. This is the problem that you did kind of pointed out, right? Who is going to catch the Link?
Yeah, it's tough. They've got the sustains, but split push, not the greatest here. But here comes the drop here. They're going to try and make an attempt on Kikadon again.
Turn on to Luxion Stain, the good kid, using that ultimate already, but Salem doesn't have the way in. I think FNATIC ONIC Philippines are going to be willingly continuing this push. This brick wall of a barrage in front of them.
Yeah, now with the Hearts Guard down on cooldown once again, FNATIC ONIC PH realizes here, it's go time. We can go again.
Yeah.
No Hard Guards means that we're not afraid here. Daytona's Welcome comes in. He does have the flicker.
Salem.
Oh no, Salem, what are you doing?
He probably is going to die.
Oh no, Kikadon, he's going to survive once more.
The good kid, now just pumping the damage out. Tornapart memory shouldn't be enough. Super MJ gets to terrify. Luxion Stain moving forward. This could be an opening. Chovy
nice.
Needing help. It's going to be tied up by the
Link.
ultimate, and Luxion Stain finally gets the kill. But FNATIC ONIC Philippines, while that was happening, this James Pang just got the bot tier 2.
Yep, huge. This is huge for Vanguard Esports here. Like, they were able to get a kill, and on top of it all, they lose a little bit of map control here, but they have to wrap this up quickly as they can, because Nick Stain, he's able to zone them all, but if they don't get this Lord right now, they're going to lose a little bit more control.
James Pang 3 levels ahead. Can't get there in time. Very well done. Vengeance is used. James Pang controlled!
Nice! He needs to get out.
The blade needs to get out. Maybe look for Luxion Stain, but goes down. That is the lifeline for Vanguard Esports.
Nicely done coming from MJ to kind of whittle him down as well, but FNATIC ONIC PH, they made the mistake. But oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
What?
The stats, when you go through extra units with the Brody ability, it is extra stacks of your passive.
That was so unlucky for Salem. Like, MJ was able to get out, great, but because of this pickoff coming in from Lay Good Kid, this Lord advantage doesn't seem to be an advantage anymore. Like, they should be playing a little bit safe, but again, Luxion, he's having the time of his life. It's good for him. But right now, FNATIC ONIC PH, they still have the split push game. Like, now they're slowly hitting this later stage territory here. Dur is doing a good job trying to buy time for the team. He's finding pickoffs against Vanguard. But over time, Vanguard will have such a strong DPS that if this Link doesn't join the fight anytime soon, Vanguard is just going to completely roll over FNATIC ONIC PH. While FNATIC, all they need to do is just bait out Hearts Guard and then connect to join the fight.
We have the Oracle already on Nick Stain.
Oh, that's good. That's huge.
Yeah, the CC, huge. I've seen variations of CC where some of them go support emblem just for the extra heal.
And the extra mobility as well.
Yeah. I think extra cooldown
movement speed and cooldown. I actually prefer the support emblem over the fighter emblem actually.
This one is the fighter emblem. I guess you still get like the spell vamp is definitely not the worst.
You just have lower cooldowns, means that every first skill takes instead of 6 seconds. Instead of the usual 3 to 4 seconds on the support emblem, you get it like 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, not too big of a difference, I suppose. You make it up with like your item cooldown reductions. Vanguard in this case, oh boy, here comes Conceal. MJ sees it. Good cancellation.
Nice, nicely done. And again, ONIC, they have the levels here, but they need James to kind of join the fight soon. But Salem is baiting. Oh, huge sidestep from Salem.
They don't know where James is, but he's certainly not on the map right now. So Vanguard, they are going to slow down the pace. That first Lord, like you mentioned, didn't really do too much for Vanguard Esports.
I hate what Suni is doing, but what she's doing is smart as well. Like she's staying in the base.
It's just the life of an Angela. Vengeance out. Can this CC survive long enough? It seems like, nope, not possible. Trying to find memories is just enough. James Punk's in the back, able to get out. Meanwhile, the front lines, Salem just tanking it up, powering through it, but it's just not enough. And this carry, he is too far up, gobbled up, knocked up. He is dead. FNATIC ONIC Philippines with 3.
Ah, so unlucky, but FNATIC ONIC PH was able to get a very nice ambush, and because of this, Vanguard Esports just could not sustain the burst coming in. And as you can see, Vanguard, they have to sustain heals, but if you get bursted down like that, it doesn't matter here, because right now, Nick Stain needs to prolong this fight, but he's so weak to physical damage. Like, he's strong against magic, he's strong against the Vexana, but when you have James with crit, you have a Brody with stacks, you are going to get one shot, and in this case, he's not even going for any more physical defense, and with FNATIC getting this Lord in his hands, Vanguard is going to be in a very, very tough spot here. Let's talk about this. Yeah, walked into it, instantly chain combo. Yeah, great. With the Hardguard Vengeance, he's taking a little bit, a lot, but with that much burst coming in, it doesn't matter, man. Like, he's not exactly the tankiest when it comes to physical defense.
I gotta say,
oh, James, my
James
God.
surviving that was huge. I mean, Salem was somehow able to cut to the back to get to the Brody, but his team just could not follow up.
Yeah.
Imagine if that Hardguard was on Salem. That would be a different story, but Lord in the hands of FNATIC ONIC Philippines. C Halberd up for the good kid, so good luck heating up in the fights.
But that's the thing, right? If the Hardguard wasn't on Nick Stain, his vengeance value wouldn't have any much value as well.
Yeah.
So I think Vanguard, they did the best out they could. Nick Stain needs a little bit more tankiness, and because of this defense coming in, FNATIC ONIC PH has an opportunity to pry open inhibitor. And they are going to try and knock in as well. So they might lose 2 at least here. Kick it out. Now going for the force fight up top. They get 1 pick, so that's huge. If Salem survives this, so it's 5v4, but they still have the Lord.
That's the immo out for Salem, but at least they get rid of the Edith. They have the numbers advantage. Hardguard had to be used, so I don't see Vanguard Esports coming to looking for any fight anytime soon. 1 inhibitor down. That's the best case scenario out of that.
Yeah, I think as of yet, we are heading towards the later stage game. Lucian is going to be a big threat for FNATIC ONIC PH. If they fight in towards Lucian when Lucian is fully prepared to commit to this fight, he is going to completely shred the Barrage as well as the Edith fairly quickly. So that's a big thing that they're worried about as well. And every single time FNATIC ONIC PH has fought is when Lucian is caught unprepared to actually connect the fight. And this is what is winning them right now. And they're starting to respect this, but you can see, because James is always lurking around the map, he's getting somewhat of information where Vanguard may or may not be. And to top it off, you can't have an Angela opening up the map. And you can see Suni has no choice but to stay in the base, because logically you would have this Angela walking outside the base, shoving on his own, and then trying to join the fight later on. But you can't really do that when the Ling, who can, in this case, you can see, full item here, can one-shot an Angela with no defensive item at all.
Yeah, this is the only way to play the game. You gotta somehow...
I just hope the system doesn't catch her as, you know, griefing, abuse, or
as long as you like move your joystick, you're fine.
Or not getting enough XP, not participating, passive play.
You get reported.
It's not her fault. Like it's how it's supposed to be played, but at the same time, it's hard. Like they need somebody to open the map, and right now the only 2 they can open is either Salem or Nick Stain. And Nick Stain is not the tankiest as of now. He's gotten for a little bit more damage. Salem, full tank, but he's the jungler.
I think the worst part right now is that if you don't have map control, Ling is very happy. Like he does whatever he wants. Top inhibitor just fell, so side lanes are going to be a problem. And FNATIC ONIC Philippines, they do not need to be worried about, you know, getting the Lord, right? It's all about, if you want the Lord, we play the side lanes. I think they are fully in control of the state of the game. Yeah,
I think FNATIC ONIC PH understands their draft a little bit better here. And I think we've seen a lot of integrations here where the Barrage comes in. Quote unquote, Barrage is weak in the later shape, correct? Weak against carry. But right now, Vanguard Esports is always in a situation where they have to force a fight 4v5 because of the Angela combo. And the bang for buck for Barrage is that whoever Angela goes into and the Barrage flickers forward and gets a Daytona welcome, that Hardguard is completely nullified.
Yeah, and that is just one of the few ways that FNATIC ONIC Philippines have to do with the Angela, right? You have massive burst damage that the Angela just could not keep up. Anti-heal on both Vexana and Brody. You have incredible crowd control to really stop the Angela, well, the hard guard target from doing much. I think we have reached a point where it's just like the previous series we saw, the front lines are just not enough.
Yeah, and
it has to be a catch.
Yeah, it has to be a pick-off as well, and I think ONIC PH is going to be the ones that set the timings of when they start the fight, right? Like, if they see Lucian not with his team, boom, they are going to jump onto him. And if Lucian is just 2 steps away from his teammates, means that they can potentially burst out either, most likely going to be Nick Stain because he's the squishiest out of the 2 tanks. And if they burst him down quickly before Lucian actually does any damage, that's a big win. That's a big W for ONIC PH.
Yeah, and no one could get to the Brody right now. Like, he is not only super strong, he's going for the Winds of Nature finally, but at the same time, it's also people who jump to him get crowd control to death, right? Like, we've seen Salem and Nick Stain jump to him, but no one can follow up. Speaking of the flip, K-Dot has to flicker away. The massive crowd control drops down. The damage onto Dur. Not enough though. Salem still commits for it. That's the immortality out. James Pang is in the back line, but Vanguard Esports looking to mow down FNATIC ONIC Philippines. There's 2 deaths. Winter Truncheon for Chovy, not enough. And next thing, Andre, good kit. But look at James Pang is in the base of Vanguard Esports.
No way. He didn't even want to join the fight, but Lucian, he's got so much
damage right now.
Oh!
Just the time James Pang fights the Immo.
No,
to survive a bit longer.
They have to kill him. No, he can't.
He's dashing away the damage.
No.
The root's going media. James Pang.
He actually
the item swap.
What?
It's not enough.
No.
Caught at the end by Luxian. Oh man!
What did we just watch? That was some fast gameplay here, but again, on FNATIC ONIC PH, they make the big blunder right here. Lego King looking for the bay! What?
He might just fight too! He's terrified! Winter Truncheon, the Kuda has to be back.
Kill him, let's go!
Steals that ultimate. But it's good. I mean, FNATIC, they got all inhibitors. This is not going to be lore for Vanguard because Luxian is dead.
No way! Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if Luxian is in the fight, FNATIC ONIC PH can't really do too much. But again, James is just making it not easy for Vanguard Esports at all. And again, their macro aspect of the game, FNATIC is just so much ahead. And now they've got so much to dictate the tempo as well. No inhibitors to worry about here. If the lanes are shoved in, Lord is theirs for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, Vanguard are not the best in clearing lanes, which makes it 10 times worse. If you can't clear your lanes, James Pang is going to be looking for a backdoor opportunity.
Yep, it's going to happen as well. And he's topping the net worth in terms of gold net worth. He's going to get this purple buff from now. And I'm pretty sure, again, James is like, I'm not going to join the fight, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to join the fight. I'm just going to shove. But fortunately for them, they have an Angela. He's going to be able to shove the lanes. But again, not the best way of playing.
He's two-shotting a carry.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. How do you contest this lore? I don't think you can. No way.
They had a good collapse. They had a good idea, but again, this time they have more immortalities here. But again, right now, FNATIC ONIC PH is doing the safe call. Hostage them right here in the jungle. Wait for the lanes to shove in and pray that James is able to make a play. Because right now, he's shoving off the lanes. But if he doesn't show himself, Vanguard doesn't really know if he's going to be joining for Lord fight or is he going to be going for the back door?
Especially your Angela. She's not she's not even safe.
Yeah.
The wave is constantly entering the base.
Yeah. In this case, if James decides to run down bottom and challenges Angela, he's downfall. But in this case, Vanguard, they're calling back up. They're calling in Nick Stain to kind of shove the lane, knowing that now in the jungle, it is going to be a 2v3 and ONIC PH decides to rush it here. And this is helpful for them. 4v4 is good for them.
James is going for Sunny.
No
He's
way.
going to flicker.
Okay.
James, that's Immo.
No.
Can you swap items in time? No! That's what we've been talking about, James!
No, one more
There's no way he gets out! Oh my goodness!
Ah, James, what a sick play coming in here as well.
And he has the hustle, he's gonna heal up. Vanguard looking to force the fight. This feels like a Hail Mary attempt. James is pushing that bottom lane. Vanguard Esports have no options.
Get out.
There's no right decisions.
They have to get out.
MJ is backing off. There's gonna be Nick Stain to hold James back,
No,
but MJ, he's getting chased. The good kid.
Is dead.
There's Winter Truncheon, but MJ, he's not getting out of that. Stops the immortality, but comes back, gets blasted.
Okay, they are managing to hold on right now here. Lord's not even cleared yet, so but FNATIC, they want to run down all down below here. Sunny, 14 seconds left on sidelines here. They are going to be able to fight this though.
It's 3v5.
They need Sunny. They need Sunny at least.
How do you hold on to this? 5 more seconds, Salem. Showing his life for it. James Pang right to the back. He's looking for the carry. Looks at dashes in front. Has the Winds of Nature to survive for now, but his teammates, they're all dying. Sunny just came back. The heart got on to Nick Stain, but Luxian is the one that needs help. FNATIC ONIC Philippines playing Vanguard Esports like a fiddle, and finally 20